What'd you make of Mike McCarthy's appearance on this program? We just hung up from the coach, and I put point blank to him, T.J. Jefferson. Mm-hmm. But what he had to about Jerry Jones saying what he said about how Mike knows he's not going to be the coach here someday.
It seemed like a kind of an uncomfortable combo, obviously, for him to
have here.
Yeah, well, not just here. I'm sure he
said he spoke to Jerry about the Sean Payton narrative too.
That was like, wow, okay. I don't know how that would make me feel, right? I don't know how he feels about his situation.
It stinks.
But it can't be good.
But he's the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. How many times did he say in that conversation that, it's part and parcel of what goes on around here?
Yeah. But also now there's pressure.
Jerry likes it. I know that now there's pressure, but I think Jerry likes it this way. I think
it's in the news.
I think. Well, no.
That's never a bad thing, though, Chris. That's something.
No. I don't think it's.
We do a good enough job of doing that.
I don't think it's in the news. I think he kind of likes a little Hunger Games type atmosphere. Yeah. I think he kind of digs that. I think he thinks it keeps people on their toes, and certainly after he had Garrett there for a very long time. I think he kind of digs that. I don't know, and I also think he digs that there are coaches that think that they want to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and I think he doesn't mind as long as you spell your name right, saying that sort of thing. The thing that just got me about these comments from Jerry Jones is they were on his website. He's like, yeah, print that. And so, if I'm Mike McCarthy, I am going to go to the boss and say,
what's up?
Are we good or what?
What's up, dude?
Something I should know?
And then he said that Jerry said some personal comments back that he's going to keep to himself. Mm-hmm. But there's no question that there's a there, and what the there is a guy in Dan Quinn who, if I'm McCarthy, I'm like, hell yeah, you're coming back.
Yeah. Hell
yeah, I saw what happened on the defensive side of the ball compared to year one with Mike Nolan. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And Dan, you want to stay? Like, if I'm Mike McCarthy, I want Dan Quinn there.
Absolutely.
And then I'm betting on myself to say, if we win here, I'm gonna then clearly I'm staying. If Dan Quinn's defense performs like that, and they ultimately win and get Jerry Jones to Arizona to hoist the Lombardi Trophy for a fourth time, well, where's Mike McCarthy going? Nowhere except to the parade. You know what I'm saying? And then back to work. But if it doesn't work again, then obviously there's going to be an issue and a problem. And Sean Payton's there, and Dan Quinn is like, wouldn't you want Dan Quinn back?
You have to have Dan Quinn back.
Damn straight. We were telling you like he's going, and that's a major problem if Dan Quinn leaves.
And the whole time you said he was leaving, I was like, maybe he's not. There's a lot of pressure as the head guy, right?
But
you have a coordinator job, and you can just stick to that and concentrate on that solely. That's a lot less pressure on you.
Certainly, if you know that the boss thinks of you as head coaching material for him.
But the pressure, I said, being on McCarthy now, we got both coordinators back, which, like Michael Irvin said, for some reason, everyone wants your coordinators back, but with Dallas, it was looked at as weird or as a bad thing. Like, now you got pressure. Now you got everyone, the staff stayed intact. It stayed the way it was. You got no choice now. You're in a Rams situation. You got to win, man. Got to win.
How about he said to Quinn, he said that he told Quinn before going on head coaching gigs, and Quinn said, hey, if this is a problem, with this narrative, tell me
let me know.
Let me know if you think I should get out of here. And then he did interview for these coaching gigs and then stopped, which leads me to believe there were one of two he would have said yes to.
Yeah, that's
there were one or two he would have said yes to, and then when they were going in a different direction, he's like, I'm out. I'm going to remove my name. Apparently he didn't even interview at all for Jacksonville. At all. For there. Was it Denver and the Giants? Those are jobs I would have chased too.
I think Denver was the one a lot of people thought.
Everybody thought he was in. Yeah. Until Aaron Rodgers' favorite assistant coach said he was hired. But they only hired Nathaniel Hackett for his acumen. The fact that he could bring Aaron Rodgers with him too had nothing
to do with
zero
it.
to do with
nothing
it. 0.0.
I don't think it had anything to do with it. Do you?
I mean, legitimately, it couldn't have, right? You're not going to give a guy your
you're
whole
not
franchise
correct.
on the
You're not
on the
going
chance.
Correct. You're not going to give a job to somebody on an off chance. That's correct.
But
now,
he
you have
gets
to
a
believe
leg
in him.
up.
Yeah, I mean, if it's kind of even, like, hey, we kind of like Nathaniel Hackett,
Right.
we kind of dig Dan Quinn, and we kind of dig, whoever.
Right.
But which one could potentially net us Aaron Rodgers at the same time?
Let's go with that guy.
Sold.
Bye-bye.
But, I mean, Mike McCarthy gives you a whole insight right there on what it's like to be a head coach in this league where you're hearing all this stuff, and you do go to your owner or your team, the guy who's writing the checks, and say, what's up? Mm-hmm. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.